Hi guys, so today I wanted to do a little lesson on pollination because this week we're going to be talking a lot about bees because bees are totally important to help gardens and flowers grow. And we're going to do a lesson on butterflies because they are another kind of pollinator too, and butterflies are really, really awesome. So probably what I'm thinking is we're going to do bees pollinating today, then we're going to do a butterfly lesson tomorrow, and then bees the rest of the week. And then maybe next week we can talk a little bit more about butterflies and caterpillars and how they help gardens and things too. Okay? So, last week on Thursday I sent home a video link to your moms or dads that was about pollination for you to watch, and it's a really, really good video to help you learn. So hopefully you watched that already so you kind of know what's going on. And if you didn't watch it already, then I will post the link in the bottom section of the description down here. And I'll also send it home in the email with this video again for you guys to watch. Okay, so the first thing about pollination is we have to talk about the flowers. So I have some pretend flowers right here that I've made. Oh, they're pretty cute. Oh! So here we have our different kinds of parts of the flower. We have our petals. They're pretty colorful parts of our flower. And then we have this inside circle part that makes the pollen. It's called the stamen, which you can't really see in this, but that's just, all you need to know is that's the part. The stamen is the part that makes the pollen. And then just for our little activity today, I have some pretend pollen balls that are in my flower. So you can kind of see how the bees pick them up and use them and carry them around to other flowers. So flowers, they have to be pollinated to help them grow. They can't work without them. Without sharing pollen from different flowers, they can't really grow very good. So our activity is going to show you how bees can take pollen from one flower to another flower, to another flower, and take them all the way to maybe our last flower that doesn't have a lot of pollen left. So hopefully you can see. I'm more worried about you seeing the flowers than I am about you seeing me. Okay, so let's just talk about pollen really quick. So the way that bees pollinate, bees like to go to flowers. And the reason they go to flowers is to get nectar. Because nectar is how they make their honey. So in this picture of this bee, which you can also maybe see better in this picture, I have lots of pictures. Bees, this is kind of like their little tongue. And he is sucking down into the flower to get the nectar. And they're going to take the nectar home and they're going to make honey with it. And even some of the pollen that gets stuck on his jacket, he's going to take that home to his beehive and they're going to do some really cool things with it. We will talk about that later this week. I don't want to talk about that too much. But the reason that they pollinate is because they want the nectar to get the honey. So when they are pollinating, sometimes they can get some, I don't know if you can see this very good, they can get some little tiny yellow specks on their coat, and those are the pollen. I have a picture of a bee who has gotten lots of pollen on him. Oh my goodness. Ah! This is what our bee is going to end up looking like after our activity. This bee has been to lots of flowers, and it looks like he has not just been sucking up the nectar. It looks like he's been rolling around in the flowers or something. He must just be having a busy day that he's got so much pollen on him. So each one of these yellow dots on the bee is a piece of pollen that when he flies to another flower, that pollen maybe might drop off into the flower, or he might rub it on a petal on the flower, or maybe there's another bee at that same flower and they kind of touch each other and the pollen gets on the other bee's coat. So just wanted you to see that's what it looks like in really true life when the bees are pollinating. And for our activity today, I have, this is a balloon. I'm going to pretend like it's my bee. See, here's my little bee, and here's its stinger. Ah! honeybees are nice. So here's my bee, and what I'm going to do is, well, first, to make this work, I need static for this activity. In real life, bees don't have static. In real life, bees have kind of fuzzies that the pollen will stick to, but my balloon doesn't have any fuzzies, so it's not going to work without static. But to give it static electricity, I'm going to rub it on my shirt, and if you have a balloon at home, you can do this too, and it'll stick to things after you give it static. Okay, so I have my balloon. It has lots of static on it. I'm going to pretend he's my bee. He's going to go, ooh, a yellow flower. And he's going to suck up the nectar of the yellow flower, and when he's done sucking the nectar, look, he's got pollen stuck to him. He's going to, ooh, a yellow and orange flower. He's going to get some nectar. Oh, and some of that pollen fell off, and he got some new pollen. Let's see, he's going to go to the blue flower. Ooh, a blue flower. Nectar, nectar. Oh, looks like he kept some of the same pollen, and he got some pollen from the blue flower. Now we're going to go to my pink flower. He's going to buzz, 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 buzz. Ooh, nectar. I'm going to take it home to all of my friends. And it looks like some of his pollen fell off in the pink flower, and some of it is still home to take home to his hive. So that's kind of just like a very simple on how pollination works in a way that you can see it for yourself how it works. So with every flower the bee goes to, he gets more pollen and different kinds of pollen from different flowers. Because all flowers are not the same. They all look different. Sometimes they're sunflowers or roses. Look at these flowers that I have. These ones are pink flowers. I have no idea what those are. These ones look like a purple cone flower almost. And this one is a sunflower, right? So they're all different. They all look different. They all have different kinds of pollen in them. So he is sharing the pollen from the different flowers. And he's using it to help himself too, to take home to his beehive. Okay, so that is just a very quick summary lesson on pollination. Like I said, if you will watch the video, that will help you understand a lot more. And then the rest of this week, we can finish talking about bees together. Yeah, see ya!